What's going on, YouTube? Got another knife review here for you. This is of the DPX HEST, which is produced by or manufactured by Lion Steel out in Italy. Here you see the Lion Steel SR1A. They produce. You can see the similarities, the roto block and stuff like that, and some of the fit and finish that you get from Lion Steel. You see in this DPX HEST. This is made by or designed by a guy named I think Robert Van Pelton. I think he's like a outdoors guru type guy, and so he designed this knife, with hard use in mind. He's got a lot of interesting little gimmicks on this knife that I don't know for the average knife user how much or how often they would actually put this into use. The first being the roto block, which again, makes this frame lock impossible to move over. So basically, it's like there's a little track inside, and as it rotates, it spins down the track and then locks this lock bar into place. It also serves just by itself like a hinder lock bar stabilizer. So it's a I guess intuitive design. How necessary it is, I don't know. That's out for the jury. So anyway, it's got this deep carry pocket clip. This is the black version. The guy that I traded this knife for had bought the black one as well, so he sent that with me. It's got a glass breaker, which is I think always a nice feature to have on an EDC for any kind of emergency. Inside here you can see, not sure if the lighting is going to be good enough here, but you can see that little hex thing. So so the dumb thing about this is that the pocket clip covers that up. So if you're going to have access to it, you'd have to get your little Mr. DPX tool right here, which comes with it, which is a cool tool. But in order to undo the glass breaker, you'd have to stick it in here, one of his eyeballs, and then twist it off, and then remove the pocket clip, because the G10 side I don't think is going to be hard enough to handle, unscrewing a 1/4-inch nut or bolt or whatever. So I mean, it's kind of dumb. It's like, in what situation are you only going to need a 1/4-inch bolt opener? And I don't know. We'll see tonight. If my car gets broken down, I'll find out that the only tool I need is a 1/4-inch bolt remover. But anyway, you got this little bottle opener feature right here, and then I believe these are wire strippers, something or other, and then this something down here is supposed to do something. Again, it's very gimmicky, and the DPX Mr. DPX tool thing is pretty cool. It's kind of like a scraper slash maybe pry thing, a little maybe cutter. It's not sharp. I mean, I can slide my finger here, so it's not sharp. Basically, all you have is this, these little teeth here, which allows you to secure your pivot here when you're changing it or tightening it or whatever. And it's got this additional little screw right here in this nose that you can undo, and then it's a little flatter. You can see like this, so you can put that in place of the glass breaker, so it's not as sharp. But overall, it's like, again, how necessary is it? It's D2 steel, and then it's DLC coated. Titanium frame lock, obviously, one-piece G10, no liners. It's got this back spacer, which I believe is G10 or aluminum. I'm not sure. Anyway, so I'm going to talk about this knife really quick, because I just got this past weekend, and I decided to EDC it because I was going out camping, and I was using it at campfire. And I was using it to strip down some sticks, just to whittle some sticks, and to, for our campfire, for making s'mores. So I was making these little wood skewers so that the kids could put their marshmallows on it. This HEST stands for, let me see here. I think it's hostile environment something tool. Anyway, so basically it's meant to be a outdoor tool, you know, something that you're going to be able to survival tool. That's what the S stands for. So hostile environment survival tool, and you know this is supposed to last you, you know, outdoors for however long you're going to be out there. Again, D2 steel, all these other gimmicky things. Like I'm going to need a strip wire outside in the, you know, in the forest. But you know, so anyway, I was cutting down these little sticks and all that kind of stuff, and after maybe 15 sticks or 20 sticks or so, you know, we're not talking about big thick sticks. We're talking about little, you know, tiny little skewers for the kids' marshmallows. And the D2 got really dull really quick. It was slicing paper, you know, before I left for the weekend. And by the time I finished the last stick, like it wasn't even able to cut through paper at all. Had a hard time digging into the sticks even. Sharpness, like it did not stick to my nail at all. So anyway, I was able to, you know, come back this weekend and sharpen it up. So right now it's polished and it's totally fine. You know, right now it's at about a 44, 45 degree inclusive angle. So, but the D2 didn't hold up all that well. Here's the other thing that pisses me off, and maybe that's just, you know, an attribute of titanium, but I've never seen it or didn't think it would wear out that fast. After I hacked away at some of the, you know, little nubs on the branches, and after I got back, I realized that there's a little bit of vertical blade play now. I don't know if you can hear the... Yeah, it's minor. It was actually a little bit bigger or a little more prevalent when or obvious when I, you know, got it back, but I just cleaned it and all that kind of stuff. So right now it's very minor, but I can feel it for sure. If you tighten or push the lock bar down, I mean, I can still get it. You know, that's the thing that's kind of annoying. I stripped this down, but the thing is, in here, you know, to the backspacer, it's kind of fastened in there, so it was impossible to remove the scales completely. Kind of like a line steel. This is, you know, obviously it's one piece, so I can understand, you know, for a line steel, if you're to clean this out, you have to undo the pivot and then take the blade out, slide it out, and you know, because you can't take the scales apart on here. So it's kind of similar. I don't know if that's just line steel's thing, but it's kind of a pain in the butt to get the washers back in and slide the blade back in and push the pivot screw back in, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, so all that's to say, you know, now there's a vertical blade play. I don't know if it has to do with the lock bar face or if it just has to do with the soft titanium wearing down after kind of chopping away at some branches. But again, you know, I mean, say what you will, you know, that's, you know, a job for fixed blades or whatever. But I mean, come on, this is a HEST, you know, hostile environment survival tool. And so it shouldn't be developing blade play after hacking away just a couple of, not even a couple, I think it was just one small nub, and then just, you know, pushing, grinding away at these sticks to make some skewers. Anyway, a couple other things about this knife. In general, it's a cool knife. It's a very comfortable knife, actually. Reverse grip is very comfortable. This large cutout or fold in this pocket clip, you know, makes for a really nice grip. Middle finger just falls right on there very comfortably. And normal grip is very comfortable as well. The wire cutter things, it serves as good jimping, and that's pretty much all it's good for the most part. Maybe the coolest part about this knife as well is the fact that this bottle opener, I don't know if it's functional or not, but it does work well as a wave feature. So I was able to wave it out very easily. It just catches on right here, and then it opens up pretty well. So that was nice about this knife. Yeah, G10 is pretty grippy. It's pretty nice. But anyway, so compared to some of these other knives here, really quick, got the large Sebenza, got the Lion Steel here. Oh, DPX on their website, they advertise this as a 3.67 inch blade. That is not true. I think they're measuring from the pivot to the tip. Obviously, when you measure it, against, this is a 3.65, this is a 3.7 inch blade. The Beast is a 3-inch blade right here. That's more like it. So this is really a 3.1 inch blade. So I don't know if that's false advertising or if they're just measuring from the pivot. That's just how they do it. The 551 is obviously bigger. And then just to show this custom James Kugler here, how it compares against these other knives right there. So anyway, H.E.S.T, I think it was really popular when it first came out, and the first version got a lot of flack because of all kind of blade play. 2.0 was supposedly a lot better. They supposedly fixed up a lot of things, but after one weekend of mild to hard use, I mean it's more than cutting through cardboard boxes and all that kind of stuff. Again, you're developing some vertical blade play, which is kind of lame. So anyway, I might send this in if it develops more play. Right now it's not that, I don't want to say it's a game or a deal breaker or whatever, but it's just annoying. I'm a stickler about blade play in general, whether it's horizontal or vertical action, all that kind of stuff. Very comfortable knife. Oh, one thing also, in closed position as a skull crusher, or just as a pressure point using this glass breaker, it's also very comfortable. Your ring finger kind of sits in here. Very comfortable knife to hold in this position for any kind of non-lethal blows. Overall, if it didn't have the blade play, I would say that this knife is actually a really great blade. Super comfortable, very ergonomic. It's very functional, that's for sure. D2, I kind of have I wouldn't even say a love-hate relationship. Right now, I'm not that big of a fan of D2. I'd much prefer S30V or LMAX or any of these other steels. So I haven't been all that impressed with D2 steel. Anyway, so that's just a really quick overview of DPX HEST. If I were to give it like a rating between 1 to 10, I'd probably give it about a 6.5 to 7.5 maybe. Mainly because of the blade play, the vertical blade play. If it weren't for the vertical blade play, I'd probably maybe even give it a 8.5 to 9, because it is a pretty cool knife. I actually enjoy it. It just leaves a sour taste when I think about the vertical blade play and the D2 steel. All right, so anyway, that's the H.E.S.T for you. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next vid. Bye.